Hey guys, I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Happy Friday. So I wanted to come on here really quickly and make sure that you guys fully understood exactly how to create a power post for your network marketing opportunity. And I think this is something that people still struggle with. And if you guys are coming on, say hi and where you're coming in from, and tag some teammates, share this video. And what I really want you guys to understand is that there is absolutely a right way to create the right kind of content. And what I can tell you is that creating the right kind of content, creating a power post. So, hey, Kathy, hey, Tina, good to see you guys jumping on. So, again, give me some hearts, some smiley faces, say hi and where you're coming in from, tag some teammates, share this video. It's actually very simple of how to create a power post. And most people think a power post is sharing a transformation or a picture of their family and their kids, but there's actually a more powerful and meaningful way to do this. And basically, I've created a three-step process of the most simple way of how you can actually create a power post on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram that actually gets engagement. It has people reaching out to you and it brings people closer to you, not pushes them further away. So there's a three-step process. Again, if you're coming on, say hi and where you're coming in from, some hearts, some thumbs, just so I know that I'm coming through loud and clear. And also, please share this or tag some teammates. And here's the thing. So I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Facebook actually changed the Facebook Live, so it's called Live Producer now. And basically, you as the producer of the Facebook Live, you can't really see anything that's going on. It's basically you can see sort of see the comments, but I have to have everything loaded up. So I just want to be extra sure that you guys can hear me saying hi in the chat box, making sure that's still available, and obviously some thumbs and some hearts. So hey, Lisa Beth. Hey, Sam, good to see you. Okay, perfect. That's what I love to see. Adam, good to see people jumping on. Now, here's the deal. There are three ways. There are three ways of how to create a power post on social media. So here's what you want to do. And this is something that you guys can do this weekend where you can create so many types of power posts. So number one, you want to write a list. Hi, Lindsay. You want to write a list of your biggest obstacles that you had to overcome in your life. So take some time this weekend and write down a list of your biggest obstacles that you had to overcome. So for me, I would write down I had to overcome being married and divorced twice, losing a house, filing for bankruptcy, dealing with my father's incarceration, making millions, losing millions, literally all of those things. I would brain dump. I would brain dump all of those things. So I would basically create a blueprint. So what you're going to do is you can grab a notebook, you can grab a piece of paper, and what you're going to do is you're going to write down. You're going to write down on one piece of paper, on one side, on the left side, you're going to write obstacle and then the obstacles that you had to overcome. And get as vulnerable, as raw, and as real as you can. And you're going to list those obstacles. So if that makes sense, type Y or yes in the chat box. And again, share this video, tag some teammates, or if you're just popping on, hi and where you're coming in from, or if this is resonating, thumbs, hearts, wow faces, whatever you want. That's column one. Column two, you're going to write down right next to that obstacle, how those obstacles made you feel. How did that obstacle make you feel? So what you're going to do is you have the list of the obstacles that you had to overcome. The second column is going to be what you learned from it. So what did I learn from my father being incarcerated? What did I learn by being married and divorced twice? What did I learn by losing a house? What did I learn about filing for personal bankruptcy? What was the big lesson that how did those make me feel? The second column, how did those things make me feel? How did I feel? How did I feel when my father went away? How did I feel after coming out of a second marriage that ended in divorce? So write down the feelings. I felt defeated. I felt insecure. I felt like nothing was ever going to work for me. So the first column is the obstacle. The second column is how that obstacle made you feel. So if that makes sense, type Y or yes in the chat box, or give me some thumbs, some hearts, some wow faces. And guys, I highly encourage you to share this live with your teams or tag some teammates that have struggles coming up with content, because if you write down 6 or 7 things that you've had to overcome, then you're going to have 6 or 7 different types of power posts. Now, the third aspect, the third column. So column 1, the obstacle. The second column, how it made you feel. The third column, what you learned about yourself and your life from overcoming those obstacles. So, to give you an example, and this is how you would construct it. You can construct this in the form of a Facebook Live or in a post. So, a list, my biggest obstacle. So, I could say one of the biggest obstacles that I had to overcome is dealing emotionally with my father being incarcerated for 2.5 years when I was 18 years old. So that's the obstacle. So I listed the obstacle. That's step 1. Step 2 is how that obstacle made me feel. How I felt losing my father for those 2.5 years. I felt alone. I felt depressed, and I felt slightly encouraged that this was going to help me in some way, shape, or form. So step 1, I listed the obstacle. Step 2, how it made me feel. Step 3, what I learned about myself and my life from overcoming that obstacle. What I learned about myself is that you have to be resilient and you have to be passionate about what you do each and every day. Because I now know that no matter what happens to me and for me, that when I am resilient, I will always find a way of how to succeed. So, you've listed the obstacle, how it made me feel, and what I learned from it. That's the 3-step process. When you post something like that on social media, that is going to invite people into your life instead of pushing them further away. Because the fact of the matter is, everyone feels like they're alone. Why I am so open about talking about my 2 divorces, why I'm so open about talking about my personal bankruptcy that I had to file 4 years ago, losing a house that I owned, my father being incarcerated, making millions and then being $1.5 million in debt. I'm so open about all of that because so many people in life feel that they're going through life by themselves. So why these types of posts are so powerful, which in all honesty, you guys should be doing something like that once a week. Once a week, you should let people under the kimono of what you've had to overcome. Everyone sees all of the amazing things that are going on in your life. Let them know how you got there. That is how you create a powerful post, but also a post that is going to bring people closer to you and not push them further away. So again, if this all made sense, Y or yes in the chat box. Please tag some teammates, share this video. Please just let people into this. There are so many people right now that are struggling with how to create content, how to engage with people. This is a simple 3-step process. So in conclusion, number 1, make sure that you write a list of your biggest obstacles that you had to overcome. Number 2, next to that, how did that obstacle make you feel? And number 3, what was the biggest lesson that you learned about yourself and your life by overcoming those obstacles? So guys, love and gratitude to each and every one of you. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.